Hello, everyone. How are you? We are women of the world, and we are so excited to connect with all of you this evening, or morning, or afternoon. So let us know, where are you watching from? Where are you joining us from? Share it in these comments for us to see.
Hi everybody, my name is Ayumi. I'm from Tokyo, Japan, and in Japan it's now 7 a.m. Thank you for tuning in. Ohayo!
Ciao a tutti, my name is Georgia and I'm from Torino, Italy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Debo Ray, and I'm coming to you live from Boston, Massachusetts.
And I'm Annette Phillip from Kerala, India. And as we say in India, Namaskaram. We also want to introduce and thank a very, very dear friend of ours, Rohit Jayaraman. Come on the stage. The stage. Rohit is an incredible musician, and he's been so kind to help Women of the World for this show. We couldn't do this without you, especially with all your jokes, Ro. Thank you, Ro. Love you. And for everyone, whether you're awake or haven't slept yet or wherever you are, thank you for being with us. We know that in India it's actually 3:30 a.m. and people have been sending messages saying they're going to take naps early in the day so they could be up. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I love to share a little background. And this is Women of the World third Knock Knock concert. And when lockdown happened, everyone was isolated. So Knock Knock is about visiting each other's home, sharing stories, and feeling connected.
Yeah, over the last few months, however, knock knock took on a totally different meaning. It became more like knock knock. It's time to wake up because there's so much going on around us that we need to be aware of, educate ourselves about, and to act upon as a community. So the four of us in Women of the World have been doing our own course of study, research, discussion, debate, and learning about racism, Black history in the United States and globally, as well as the Black Lives Matter movement.
And so, for the next few months, we are dedicating our online Knock Knock concert series to amplify Black voices. And you know what? We realized that we have this platform as women of the world, and we can take a stand on these issues by studying about it. And we finally understood that the gravity of the situation is such there is a call to action like never before.
And I am so proud that Women of the World is doing that. You see, because I am obviously a Black person, the Black member of Women of the World, right? And I've been through my own personal things around that, surrounding my own stories. Here tonight, we're able to, as an entity, also get to showcase Blackness in many different forms in order to show that Blackness is not a singular trait. It's a spectrum, and it can be beautiful in all of its forms.
Oh,
Ayumi.
Annette, I thought you were gonna call me. I thought I gonna go last. No? Okay, by studying about racism, I remembered an incident when Wow went to Japan. First, my dad saw there was beautiful hair, and he was so curious, and he actually pulled it. I'm sorry that, and he didn't realize it's not okay in Black culture. And curiosity is so amazing, even if we have good intention. But we should study what is okay. So this community is there for us to ask these questions and learn together.
That's right. And, one of the things I think that hit home for me personally was this term systemic racism, right? We hear it on the news, we read it in the newspapers, we hear it in every political debate, systemic racism. What does it really mean? I think it only hit home for me when we watched the documentary 13th by Ava DuVernay. And we started to realize, wow, actually, even as immigrants here in the United States, we are unknowingly or unconsciously part of this system. And how do we break these patterns? How do we disrupt these systems that have been built over the years that we are unknowingly part of? And one of the ways we can do that is through having conversation, which is what this show and this platform of Knock Knock is about.
Yes. And so this round of Knock Knock is our Black Voices Amplified series. Yes, series. And we'll get more to that a little later.
That's
so
right.
Tonight, we want to bring you these stories. We want to talk about history. We want to learn from all of each artist's personal experiences, as well as any that y'all want to share with us tonight. We want to share the many faces of Blackness and what Blackness could mean. And most of all, we just want to grow into a more open and free and just and kind, compassionate world. Because by telling our own stories, by having one story, someone's story in front of yours, it becomes the collective story.
That's right. And so for this concert, we wanted to do something a little different. We have a couple of important questions that we would love for you to keep in mind. And feel free to write the answers in the chat box if you feel comfortable. And here are some of these questions. Firstly, what do I think a Black artist sounds like? Second, what do I know of Black culture that I really enjoy? When I hear the word Black, what images come to mind to me? And finally, is there something about Blackness that makes me uncomfortable? We'll come back to reflect on these questions at the end of our concert. So think about it.
Our hope with Knock Knock is not only to showcase incredible artists, but also to support them in all ways possible. So here are some ways you can support artists. We cannot see you, but we can read your comments, and they help lift the energy of our show. So write those questions you have or how you feel about the music during the entire show, anytime. And follow their artist page on social media and donate to their PayPal accounts. You will see a ticker below their videos, and let's support them.
And as you know, many artists have lost their main income source due to the pandemic, and we have no idea when the live performances will be back. But you know what? Music is not canceled.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
It's time for some music.
I'm excited.
Give it up for our first artist of the night, Robert Gould.
Yeah!
Give it up.
Robert!
You see me, I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. No, we'll overcome someday. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Yeah. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe. Oh, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. Yeah, we shall overcome someday. Yeah. How y'all doing, women of the world? It's good to see y'all. My name is R.G. Robert Gould, and I'm going to keep this party going and keep it started. Come on, we're going to do a little diamonds for you. You know, it's so important to remember, no matter what you go through in life, no matter the situation, the problem, the circumstance, that you're going to shine, baby. You know, there's so much going on in the world today, and we can be overcome by doubt, by fear, by worry. But I'm here to tell you today that you're going to shine bright no matter what. If you're going to shine bright out there, let me hear you say, oh, yeah. Oh, now you can do better than that. Let me hear you say, oh, yeah. Come on. I shine bright like a diamond. I shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Come on, bro. Take me right here. Say, I shine light to the beautiful seas as your moonshine and my leaf. Fill the world, they'll never die. Diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see. A vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, come alive. But like diamonds in the sky, I knew that we'd become one right away. Hey, all right away. No. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. Shine bright tonight, you and I, yeah, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I so alive. We're beautiful diamonds in the sky. I shine bright like a diamond. I shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. No. Yeah, shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright tonight. You're alive. Yeah. So shine bright, yeah, tonight, yeah, you and I, no, yeah, I, so alive, we're alive today, so shine bright. No matter the problem, shine bright. Hey, so shine bright. No matter your heartache, shine bright. No matter your worry, shine bright. Through heartache, shine bright. Through pain, you gotta shine bright. No matter what you're going through, it cannot hold you down. Hey, it cannot hold you down. It cannot hold you down. No. Yeah. You gotta pick up your head, dude. You gotta pick up your head, sis. Cause you were born to win. Hey, you were born to win. Hey, you were born to win. Yeah. Right here. So shine bright tonight. You and I were beautiful diamonds in the sky. Yeah. I love that right there. Yeah. You know, our time is coming to an end, y'all. Yeah. And I don't want to leave you, but do I have any lovers out there tonight or this morning or this afternoon? I said, do I have any lovers out there? You know, All the world needs is a little more love. And I'm talking about that real good love. Is that all right if I sing about it? Hey, here we go. Come on, bro. Share feelings. Got me deep in my feelings. Now this ain't really like me. Can't control my anxiety. Hey, feelings. Now I'm touching the ceiling. When I'm with you, I can't breathe. Girl, you do something to me. Hey, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new that get me high like you do. No, I'll never get over you until I find something new that gets me high like you do. Say, badu, a boot up. I see y'all out there. Badu, a boot up. Yeah, badu, a boot up. Hey, a bit of badu. It just don't stop. It go badu, a boot up. Hey, a bit of badu, boot up. Yeah, yeah. Say, it just don't stop. It go. Oh, how many ways can I show you that I need you, baby? It's true, boy. I think I might die without you. Feelings all over my body. You know how I like it. Ain't gotta show you what to do. You know you got me boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up. Baby. Ha! Oh, no, I'll never get over you till I find something new. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'll never, yeah. Badu, boot up, hey, badu. Listen to my heart go, listen to my heart go, listen to my heart go. Hey, I love y'all so much. It's been real, y'all. You know, no matter what you're going through, I want you to be encouraged that you can make it because there's someone who loves you. Yeah, hey, and his name is Robbie G. It's your boy RG, and I thank you, women of the world, for having me. I want to give it up for my wonderful accompanist, Mr. Marcus Reynolds. He's the invisible man today, y'all, but y'all give it up for him. Hey, come on, I want to hear y'all out there. Come on, right here, say, I said, badu, a boot up, hey, a bit of badu, a boot up, na, 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 hey, shit, do, da, 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 shut up, da, 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 shut up, da, 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 bum, 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 shut up, da, yeah, oh, I love y'all so much. Peace, love, and Black lives do matter. Thank y'all so much and good night. Listen to my heart go. Thank y'all so much. Good night.
Wow.
Robert!
Amazing.
Oh my
I was
God.
dancing.
Boot up. Hey,
Yes.
Come on, Harmony.
Oh my God.
I hear you,
The
Harmony.
comments. Yes.
Yes, even
Come
with
on.
the lag
It
does
can't
not
hold
keep the
us
harmonies
down.
for this one.
You can't hold us
Let's be
down.
real.
You said it. You said it.
Oh, Robert, that was such
Thank
a
you.
needed performance. That
Thank you.
hashtag Black Joy.
Thank you.
All over the place. So I want to ask you a quick question just to kind of wrap into what you were saying in that pre-clip, you said that you were standing as 10,000. You're one and standing at 10,000. Can you tell us a little bit more about what has happened in your personal life that made that idea come to life for you?
For sure. I mean, ladies, first of all, thank you so much. I'm so humbled, so privileged to be on this platform. I love what you all stand for, and it is what the world needs right now. We need representation of what is seen on the screen. And so, I live by this quote, Deb, which is, I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. And it's a beautiful quote by Maya Angelou. And really what it means is that nothing, no opportunity, no moment, no situation that we walk into has not been trailed before us. And so right now, when we're having shootings left and right, mass, literally shootings of Black African-American women and men across the nation, there has been a lineage of things that have been done to African-American people throughout the course of history. But although today we might have one shooting, it has been 10,000 other ancestors that have gone before us, and they've prepared a way. So the cross has been bared. And so now what we have to do is go forward and understand that although the history might be dark, we have a bright future. And so that's what I come as one, but I stand as 10,000 mean.
Wow,
That's
so
incredible.
poignant.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Wow. Wow, Robert, your energy is just unparalleled. And
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
your energy is unparalleled. Where is it coming from? What is, and I know for a fact that your uncle was ill a little while ago, right? And he's a little bit better, we hope.
Yes. Yes, he is. Thank you so much, Annette. He is doing better. And, we are just making it. COVID has changed how everyone does life, period. And so, it is definitely, it's hit home. It's been real. But, this joy that I have, it is organic for me. I wake up on probably 10 espresso shots. I wake up, but you know why? Because I live in this philosophy that, I'm here today, but I've been blessed with the opportunity to do something with that day. And so I just have a conscious decision that I've made that I'm going to spread joy. I'm going to spread love. I'm going to spread light. And I just live by that. And so it is who I am. And so I love it. So I hope you've had your daily cup of coffee, if it's the morning, or your nightcap, or your morning starter, wherever you are in the world.
Well, Robert, you're like caffeine, basically. You just have so much energy,
I
and
am.
we are so grateful, and we love you so much. Thank you for being on the show,
Thank
and
you
we're
so
going to see you
much.
a little bit later.
Thank
And
you.
now, a very warm welcome to our next beautiful artist. He's from Kenya originally. Let's welcome Jason Sibi-Okumu.
That unnecessary gap between people, bring people together. Foreigner, don't speak the language. Traveler, no place like home. Heritage, internal crisis. Wondering where you belong. Got a talisman inside your pocket, and it's weathering a perfect storm. Street corner where you've been sleeping, 'cause it's dangerous being out alone.
There's a chance you could end up with nothing, or you could leave with a bucket of gold. More love than you could ever imagine, or the end of a very long road. There's a chance that it all falls to pieces. If you never try, then you never will know. Oh. Magical late evening sunset. Got a camera, you left it at home. 'Cause memories, they don't always serve you. Lottery numbers are drawn, and there's a chance you could end up with nothing, or you could leave with a bucket of gold. And more love than you could ever imagine, or the end of a very long road. There's a chance that it all falls to pieces. If you never try, then you never will know. Whoa. If you never try, then you never will know. Whoa. If you never try, then you never will know. Whoa. If you never try, then you never will know.
Thank you for listening to that. That song is called Talisman, and it's just basically the story of me not quite knowing where I belong. I grew up in Kenya, and in Kenya, basically because of the choices in music that I sang predominantly, I used to get a lot of comments saying like you're way too white, and I never understood that. I never understood what that meant and why and how it applied to me in my life and why that felt like such a bad statement. And then I moved to the United States, and in some circles, like not considered black enough. And again, the internal identity crisis of trying to figure out, okay, where do I belong? Who am I? Why do I write the kind of music that I write? Is it wrong to love the kind of music that I love? And all that came together in that song called Talisman. And this next song and last song that I'm going to play for you is called Some Folk. And particularly in a world right now where there's a lot of division, there's a lot of hurt and pain, there's a lot of just struggle in many varying degrees. I feel like there's also an opportunity to sort of understand that we're all in this together, especially now with the pandemic and everything that's going on. We're all connected. We all feel, we all hurt, we all want, we all dream. And this song speaks to that. It's called Some Folk.
Some dig for diamonds and some search for gold. Some look for ways to avoid getting old. And some folk stumble on fortune and fall into fame. And some live their lives without anyone.
knowing the name. And some look to science and some pray to God. And some only live for the moment they've got. And some folk stumble, love, and find peace where they fall. And some live their lives without anyone, and for nothing at all. Oh, na, na, na. And some steal, and some borrow, and some lead, and others follow, and some forgive, and some wallow, feeling empty, feeling hollow, and some take chances, make mistakes, and some are happy, playing it safe. Everybody's got something to lose. Some hold on tight to the things that they know. Others move on, or they learn to let go. And some folk get right back up when they stumble and fall. The world saves a place for every single one. There's space for us all. Oh no. Hello.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
listening.
so
I always
much.
get so shy when I see myself like on camera. I was like, no.
I think we need a moment or two. Jason, wow. Thank you for your gift. Debo was saying earlier that, yeah, you're like balm.
Wow, thank you.
Your voice is like balm, and your writing is just, there's so much life in your writing. It feels like you're talking about so many of us. So thank you for just being yourself. Wow. It's
Well, thank
like
you all so much for having me and
so much.
listening, and I really, really appreciate it. Really,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Jason, when we first chatted, I remember that you had mentioned that you personally hadn't experienced any racist encounters.
Yeah,
And at the same time, you also shared that you sometimes felt not black enough because of the music you perform. And,
yeah,
you know, I was mentioning that to Women of the World, to the ladies, and we were kind of mulling over that. And we came to the conclusion that racism is not just about being attacked, but it's also that subliminal expectation or perception or boundary that others may draw for us, even without knowing anything about us other than what they see, the color of our skin or what they hear, maybe our accent.
yeah.
And ultimately, it all comes down to identity. And yet, at the same time, who defines this identity? Do we decide? Does our family, our community, our society define? And when we listen to you, Jason, your music, your artistic persona is so clear. The identity of that is so clear, at least to a listener, at least for us. Have you found peace with your identity over the years? And if you have, how did you do it?
Wow, such a big question. Have I found peace with it? To be honest, I think I'm finding peace with it. I think sort of the older I get and the more that I realize that, to sort of answer your question broadly, the more that I realize that if I can identify myself and if I can be okay with the sort of the box that I put myself in, then I will be a happier, more fulfilled human being. And that's taken a lot more time to get to. And I'm still not quite there yet. There are many times where I feel like I'm not, especially Kenyan enough. And I don't even know what that means, right? But I constantly feel like I'm not Kenyan enough. I'm not African enough. I don't represent my continent or my country in the fullest way. And I come up against that a lot, not just like musically, but also in the way I speak, also in the way like I dress and the stuff that I resonate with in terms of media and all that stuff. Like in the back of my mind is like, wow, like I'm not representing my country and my continent fully. And I'm not really quite sure how to get around that, to be honest with you. I'm still figuring that out and also defining what it means to be Kenyan or African. And those are things I can't really speak on right now because it would be very scantily put together. But I can say that I'm getting to a point where I'm beginning to love who I am as just as an individual, forget being black or white or African or not, just as a person. And that's leading me to more and more satisfaction with my culture, with my family, with my roots, with my music, and yeah, that's the best way I can say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Jason. I hear you.
I
It's
think
not
we've
easy. Yeah.
we've all gone through that. I think
Yeah.
especially as immigrants,
Yeah.
Mm.
in the United States, there's an expectation,
Yeah,
right? And we have that feeling like there's a guilt that we're holding on to, and I wonder whether it's needed.
yeah.
So we really absolutely we just love you.
Love you all too so much.
Thank you for occupying this specific space because there is no one else like you. Really,
Oh,
really
thank
feel
you,
that. Really feel
thank
that.
you, thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much,
Thank you all.
Jason.
You're
Really,
so
your
welcome.
music and everything you said. And now, an incredible singer songwriter from Washington, D.C. And please give it up for B. Steadwell.
Smash the walls of expectations and boundaries. You come and go, I can't say no. This phone or line, the chains that bind, this glass of red, this empty bed. I try to run, you call, you call. I always let you go. To tell me how good my body feels again. To tell me you haven't felt this way since then. Tell me your love for me will never change. You tell me 1,000 things, but you won't stay. Just let me go.
I can't heal with you here anymore. Please let me go. 'Cause with you, I can never say no. I can never say no, 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 no. You leave a trace, my hands, your taste. But when it fades, I grow and I change. You leave, you're gone. I stand so strong. Come back when you please. I'm back on my knees. Always praying, please. Tell me how good my body feels again. Tell me you haven't felt this way since then. You tell me your love for me will never change. You tell me 1,000 things, but you won't stay. Just let me go. I can't heal with you here anymore. Please let me go. 'Cause with you, I can never say no. I can never say. Stay for the girl, stay for the girl. One day she'll see, just wait, she'll come around. Wait for the girl, for the change, for the ring, for the wedding bell to sound. Pray for the girl, for the light, for the truth, for the day she hit the ground. God got a plan, God understand. One day she'll see, one day she'll come around. It never happened, she forsaken you. You wonder if she was mistaken, maybe she's confused. You with a woman who don't know her worth, who will stay when she is hurt. I know I'm not perfect, but I know what I deserve. Not 5 years for you to sit and just give up on us. 5 years for you to be the only one I trust. 5 years for you to realize it isn't love. 5 years to know I've had enough. Please let me go. I can never say no. I can never say go. I can't hear you here anymore. Please let me go. 'Cause with you, I can never say no. I can never say go. Go and say go. I can never say go. I can never say you. I can never say no. I can never say. Hi, I'm B. Steadwell. I'm so happy to be a part of this show. Anything celebrating Black folks, Black artists fighting for our lives, our artistry, that is at the center of my heart. And I am choosing to sing love songs because that is my activism. And I believe that it is not our responsibility to teach the world through song about racism and homophobia and classism. We can also just sing about our own weird lives and our love and our breakups. That's the specific fight that I'm fighting. So I'm going to finish off with a tune called Cartoon Girl. I hope you enjoy it. Cartoon girl, you're like a doodle in my notebook world. And what you do to me, I can't explain. You make watercolor rain. When you smile, there's cartoon birds a singing in your eyes. They light up everything I can't deny. The squiggly lines I feel inside. Feel like I've been sleeping, and it's you I'm dreaming. I can't believe this feeling. I dreamed you into life. A cartoon lover, paint my world in color. I can't see any other. I drew you up just right. Cartoon girl, you're like a doodle in my notebook world. And what you do to me, I can't explain it. You make watercolor rain. When you're gone, it's just another day. The sky's the tree. Even the sun is gray, no place to go. I feel my every world turn slow. But I ain't concerning. Know that you're returning. I feel my spirit burning. My skin begins to glow. Don't say you love her. This girl could be trouble. Oh, what's in your thought bubble? I'd really love to know. Cartoon girl, you're like a doodle in my notebook world. And what you do to me, I can't explain. You make watercolor rain. Thank you so much for having me. I'm B. Steadwell. Love y'all.
Yay!
Baby!
What's up, y'all?
It's such a vibe.
Thank you.
Man, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much. You know
Oh my
how
God.
much I love
I
you
love you.
personally, also.
I love all of
As
you. I
an
mean,
artist.
I'm a groupie. I want to be on the road with y'all. You know? It's so great. I'm ready.
Let's make it happen then. So on your little video, you mentioned how it's important and fun to confound people through music and art and to shatter expectation and to get people rethink their interpretation of what Blackness or any ism of sort is. So what inspired you to start being vocal about this, and what's a message you would send to others who are seeking basically a way to be fully themselves, even if as their definition of their self might be evolving?
Yeah. I mean, I always thought about this because I am queer and Black and multiracial, and I don't know. I think that if I ever thought I was going to fit in, I figured it out. It wasn't going to happen. So became clear that I, because I'm not going to be able to fit in, and I'm maybe not interested in it. I have to find my own way, and I think that's the advice that I would give to folks. I mean, I think Annette, you said, you're the only you. You're the only one who sounds like you, and that goes to every artist. And I grew up sort of feeling like my voice wasn't strong enough or it wasn't good enough because it wasn't because being a Black girl, you're supposed to be able to do runs and be riffy and like, be this certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And I never was that way. And when I stopped trying to be that way, and just like let my voice be what it is, it felt good. And like somebody's into it, no matter how weird and specific it is, somebody needs that and wants that. So, yeah, that's, I guess, be yourself. It's pretty weak, but that's kind of like, that's the advice, just stop trying to fit in. And really, especially with music, like when you're making music, especially producing, you're like, oh, this is how you build a song. This is how you build a beat. This is how you build, you have to add pads, you have to add the bass line like this. It's like none of that, there's no rules,
Mm-hmm.
And gatekeepers, all kinds of people want to say that there are rules, and it's like, nah. There's no rules in music. You actually can do it however you want. You can actually invent an instrument, right now if you want to. It might not sound great, but you know what I mean? It's like, there's no rules. There's no rules. That's all I got.
Basically everyone has permission. But we're constantly seeking it, even though we actually have it. We already have it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so well said. Yeah.
Thank you so much, B.
Yeah.
I have also the same loop machine as you do, and I'm gonna practice. And someday I want to reach like your level. Thank you so much for the inspiration.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna email you a video that's really fun for like just getting you into all the little pieces of the looper. It's
Nice.
Thank you,
Oh, wow.
B.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, B.
I love you guys.
Right. So now we would like to invite our sunshine, beautiful singer-songwriter, Wambura Mitaru from Kenya.
Woohoo!
We are human beings. Some people don't have green blood. We all have red blood.
Dance with your heart, speak with your eyes, and love with your mind. Touch my heart. Your words flow in your stare. You know I'm always here. Live a life without a care. And every day do dare to dance. Oh, dance. You dance. Oh, 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 dance. Yes, dance. You dance. Oh, speak with intent. Seek deep within, and so every height touch my height. Be bold every day do dance. Oh, dance, yes, you dance, oh, yeah, oh, dance, yes, you dance, yes, dance, oh, no, dance. When the storm comes, when the wind blows, dance. When you rise up, when you're on your way, dance. When you feel right, when you are low, you are dance. You dance. You dance. Yes, you dance. You dance. You dance. You dance. You dance. Don't forget to 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 dance. Yeah. It's oh. So that's my son. Thank you for being here. The point of this is this song, really, that I just sang. It's called Dance. It's off my album. The point of the song is that no matter what, we shouldn't forget. We should never forget to dance, because no one can take our dance from us. No one can take your dance from you. And it makes the world of a difference when things are so intense and you're going through something so intense, then you choose to dance. No one can take that from you. And I hope that you can remember that as you walk through life's journey. I hope that that's what you experience, where you dance even in the storm. The next song that I'm going to sing is called Shoulder Brother. It's off my album as well. It's just a reminder that we are never, ever, ever, ever alone. And no matter where we are in life, we can always know there's someone there for us. Sometimes they may not be physically there, but there's someone who is there for us. And I really hope that you enjoy this song. Oh, something else. The chorus is, here's my shoulder, you're my brother, you're my sister, lean on me. Yeah, so if there's someone in your around you right now, just you'll get to sing this song for them. So I hope you like it. And again, I'd like to say a big thank you to Women of the World for having us, having me. It's such an honor. I'm really, really happy. Yeah, put those fire emojis, put those love heart emojis, whatever you want. I'd like to see you raising your hands in the air, because it's about to be amazing. Yeah, yeah. I'm so happy that you're here with me. Yeah, I'm so grateful that you're here with me. Yeah. When it's cold and you're all alone, it really gets cold.
There's no one there to hold your hand or warm your heart. It feels like you're a drop in the middle of the ocean, and everything all around you is like quicksand. But I'm here to let you know, through this process you will grow, because it's something we all undergo. I mean, for you, here's my shoulder. You're my brother. You're my sister. Lean on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here's my shoulder. You're my brother. You're my sister. Lean on me. And when your life is overwhelmed and you can't think straight now, and your soul is breaking under the pressure of your high, or when you feel like you can't go on with the weight that's on your shoulders, and the nights you spend alone, they keep getting colder. Said, I'm here to let you know, through this process you will grow, because it's something we all undergo. I'm here for you. Yeah, you're my brother, you're my sister. Here's my shoulder, you can lean on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ba-da-dum-bum. You're my brother, you're my sister. You're my brother, you're my sister. You're my brother, you can lean on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh. You're my brother, you're my sister. You're my brother, you're my sister. You can lean on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sing it to your friend. Sing it to your lover. Sing it. Here's my shoulder, you can lean on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've had such a great time being with you. Thank you. This was so amazing. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Thank you.
Here's my shoulder. You're my brother. You're my sister. Lead on me. Oh my, so much latency.
Kenya, US.
Oh
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Wambura.
I've been crying. Oh my gosh.
We also, your
Yeah.
first song
Thank you.
especially,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, your music is so much with love and about the openness and family, and it's so full of hope and reminders to dance, to hold on. And there's many people in the world hurting right now,
Yeah.
as we can tell, and worried, angry, frustrated, and afraid. And when you see injustice in this world, how do you keep believing and lift yourself up? How do you work towards change in such a positive way and vulnerable way?
I just want to give everyone a warning. I'm going to be crying so much. So just bear with me. It's not that I don't have tough days where I'm like, this is too much, you know? It's not that I'm devoid of those moments, but I'm going to tell you a story. One time I was watching something on YouTube, and there was a lady who had been working out, right? She had been preparing for a big marathon, and she was like position 1. But just before she got to the finish line, her body like did some crazy thing and like fell apart. And then she fell down, and people were rushing to go help her. But she was like, no. She was really close to the end. She was really close. And she crawled all the way to the end. She crawled. She was like her body would fail, and she just kept going and going. And like from the day I saw that, I think I saw that video like 7 years ago. But
from the moment I saw that thing, like it changed my life. She had been training all her life for that moment. And she was like, yeah, my body just stopped working and I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to crawl and get to the finish line. And she crawled, guys. She crawled the whole way. And for me, being hopeful is just being like, you know what? I'm down, I've fallen, but I'm just gonna keep crawling and we're gonna finish this thing, you know? And we're gonna reach the end. So even when things feel so intense and so tough and so hard, just knowing we still have the capacity to move, crawling. We still have that capacity to keep moving slowly, 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 slowly till the finish line. That gives me hope. And another thing that gives me hope is I have faith in love. I have so much faith in it, so that no matter how dark and deep and just tough things, I have faith in love. And that hope and the faith that I have in love, I know even if things can be disappointing, I will not be disappointed. I don't know how if that makes sense. That things can be really disappointing, but I will do my best not to be disappointed and dismayed and destroyed, but just keep, So that's why in dance we are like, when the storm comes, because they'll come.
Yeah.
Just dance. Yeah. So.
Oh, Wambura.
Miss you.
Thanks, guys.
Miss you. I'm so honored to know you. We are all so grateful to have you here. And oh God.
Yeah.
If that's not a message of hope, I don't know what is.
And something that I think everybody really needs to hear over and over again. Crying is not weakness. Crying is a blessing. It is an amazing blessing. And if the tears are coming, please allow them, because there are many people who cannot cry. And that's also okay. And please don't be ashamed of your tears. So please never apologize for your tears. We love that you cry.
Yeah.
We are a group of crying people. And other things also, but a lot of crying.
Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you, Wambura. Thank you for being here. And thank you for really bringing us to that emotional level. I love it.
Thank you.
So, everyone, we would like to end our concert with just a time of reflection. We want to bring back all of our artists. Robert, Jason, B, if you can join us back on the screen, on the stage. Our entire team. Yes. So just before we go, a round of applause for everyone. Oh my gosh. Y'all are awesome.
And I added Rohit also, because it is a team of 9. So also it looks better.
Nice.
With the Brady Bunch.
Yes.
Knock knock edition. So this is the time for our audience members. Those of you who are watching on YouTube, on Facebook, if you have any questions for our artists, please write them in the chat so that we can see them. We'll put them up on the screen. Just if you have any words for them, now's the time to share the love to them.
Yeah. And we also wanted to bring back some new questions for reflection. We started with 4 very specific ones. And now that you've experienced Robert and Jason and B and Wambura, we have new questions for you. So firstly, what surprised you about our 4 artists? What surprised you? And maybe even between our artists, what surprised you about our 4 artists? Secondly, did you see or hear something that reminded you of yourself? Thirdly, is there something about Black culture that you now feel curious to learn about? And finally, a question that we're bringing back. Does the word black conjure up any new images? So while our audience is reflecting on this, Robert, Jason, B, Wambura, we asked you all these big don questions, right? About identity and legacy and disrupting the norm and how to stay on the path and how to not give up. And we just wanted to also spend some time as people, as just human beings, to check in with you with everything that's going on. How are you doing?
How are you?
Okay, I'll kick it off. First of all, by saying thank you again. Um, this conversation or this event was sort of marketed as an event where we talk about race, and you know, not just the heartache of the problems that come from racism, but also a celebration of blackness and black music and black culture. Um, while I definitely resonated a lot with that, what struck me was how I forgot about all that when I was listening to the performances, right? I just saw people, I saw my friends, I saw people that I admire, respect, appreciate. And I think that's just like such a great leveler and a reminder of our shared humanity. So I just wanted to like acknowledge that and say thank you so much for putting this on, number one, and inviting me and everybody else. It's just such a blessing. And then to answer the question about how I'm doing, to be honest, like I'm a wreck. I've been a wreck most of 2020, even prior to the pandemic. The pandemic is just a way to, I mean, it's added to it, but a lot of the issues that I was kind of grappling with were issues that had nothing to do with the pandemic. Um, but, and I just want to say also to Wambura, man, I love you. First of all, second of all, that story that you shared has really hit home for me because I've been crawling and I didn't realize that's what I was doing. I thought I was just on the ground and I thought I was just like, I thought I was down and out, but in reality, I've been crawling, and it's slow and it's painful at times and people run past you at times, but also people lift you up at times, many times. And people recognize that you're crawling and people are there to support you as you move at your pace towards whatever that finish line is. So I'm at a point where I'm beginning to recognize that I'm not alone. I'm beginning to recognize that I'm still moving, even though not at the pace that I had, earmarked for myself. But I think it's gonna be okay. I think so, and that's kind of where I am right now. So yeah, thank you all so much. And,
Yeah,
Thank you, Jason.
that's amazing. I mean, Jason, I think he said it so beautifully, man. I I love all the artists that were on here tonight. Just kudos, or this morning, wherever you're at in the world, Wambura, my Wambura. She was my RA, so I love her forever. But I think it's so interesting because Jason just reiterated again the importance of crawling. But when I think about crawling, I think sometimes we miss the point about progression, even in crawling. And so, just to encourage everyone who's watching, no matter where you're at in the world, crawl, but crawl with purpose. Like you might not be able to run right now, but you better be the best crawler that you could ever be and allow that to be your push. Allow that to be the place to take you to the next level. It might not be the way you want it, but today you can crawl a little bit closer. And relating that back to Black lives and why Black lives matter is so many times we're put in a space as Black people that we are monolithic, that we are all the same, that Black culture is all the same. But the truth is that particularly in America, Black culture has been put in a space where we have had to crawl each step of the way or prove to be great for a Black man, great for a Black woman, great for a Black musician, great for a Black doctor, or great for a Black lawyer, instead of just being great. And so
Right.
greatness has been a crawl, and right now in this moment that we're in history, we might be crawling, but we have to own it. And I think we need more voices who are not Black who are, you know, not people of color, who can stand up and say, I see these folks crawling, and, you know, I'm going to help them a little bit more further down the road.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is incredibly true, Robert.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah.
B, how are you doing? How you doing, girl?
Oh, I'm okay. Yeah, I mean, this time is overwhelming, and I have been really focusing on gratitude.
Mm.
I make when when I take the time, I try to make a gratitude list every day, um, because the hardest times right now, um, that's when the blessings really become clear. You know, I think even in the worst times, there are so many blessings around us, and
Yes.
you know, and it's like the news, of course, is going to give us all of the worst stuff, all of the tragedy, all of the heartbreak, and there will always be that. But it's a practice that I personally need to be able to focus on what is beautiful, what is good, what is there, and what I can
Yeah.
create that's sweet and loving, and yeah. Otherwise, it's just, you know, we get lost. I get lost in the sadness and the tragedy, and that's okay too. But you know, knowing that that's a tool that you have every day to focus on that positivity, it's nice. It works.
Indeed.
Sending all of the love to all of y'all. For real.
But there's beauty in, but there's so much beauty in that too. Like I know it's so heavy because the world is so heavy right now, and like,
Intense,
you
yeah.
know, you can feel the weight and the pressure of it. But there's so much beauty in just owning where you're at. You know, I love that. Be like, there's so much. I was telling one of my friends the other day, like, yo, it's crazy out here, but there's so much beauty produced in chaos. Like, some of the most beautiful things that we see are because just stuff hit the fan and it was all over the place, and, you know, birth something so beautiful. So, you know, this is nothing new across the world. Before, you know, the civil rights movement, or during the civil rights, after there, you know, there's been apartheid, there's been slavery, there's been so many things in the world, but, you know, we're gonna overcome it. We're stronger. We're better than that. You know.
Yeah, and you know something that's very interesting is this particular date, August
Yeah.
28th. I
Yeah.
mean, we didn't know that so many things coincided. You know,
Yes.
it's been 65 years. It's been 65 years to this day, August 28th, that Emmett Till was murdered at 14 years old in Mississippi. And then a few years later, 57 years ago in 1963 was when MLK delivered I Have a Dream, you know? And then what, I think 12 years ago was when Barack Obama had accepted the presidential
Democratic
nomination. Yeah.
nomination, yeah.
And it's just such an interesting time when we were looking at what day can we launch this, because we just had been feeling that let's have many faces of blackness come together, because this is something, at least you know, as an immigrant, I can speak to that. I didn't know much about black culture, and being able to see the myriad shades of who you are, even just, well, I should say the five of you, right, Debo included, it's really beautiful and astounding, and reminds me of, oh, wow, yeah. And to Robert's point, there has been progress. Like, if you see the events, there has been progress, and we got to keep crawling.
Gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, this is something that we can go really, really deep with. And you know, I want to give big ups to all of our artists here tonight, all of WOW, once again, for just putting this on.
Yeah.
in the midst of everything that's been going on in this country. And that's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of things to unpack. But I want to talk really quick about this shirt and why I decided to wear this particular Black Lives Matter shirt. Because there was still a heart around it. And there's a certain level of empathy and compassion that comes in just getting to know people and being able to come face to face with people. So we hope everyone watching here tonight got a little bit out of just getting to know our four artists a little bit deeper through their music, through their words. And that hopefully, now that you've seen a little bit, you'll be compelled to study more, find out more, educate yourself, and once you know, do something with what you know. Support our artists, support the endeavors of Black people, because, you know, it's, in my opinion, it's about time. And for those of you who have been supporting, thank you for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for holding yourself accountable. And for all of us who are living all of the myriad experiences that we're feeling, I also want to remind us that our hard and heavy feelings are valid. It is okay to show them, because there are people who care, people who will hold you through that pain, to the other side of that pain. So, thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you're all here.
Thank you, Deb. Before we're gonna end, I wanna read just one comment, beautiful comment. Thank you so much, all of you, for watching this and leave us comments. And one message we got from Palak Trivedi: this concert was a roller coaster of emotions. A lot of today's music and conversation was so relatable at some level in our lives. Every artist stirred up so many emotions and gave various perspectives on Black life. So much power to all of you, Robert, Jason, B, Wambura, and team. Wow. So thank you, Palak.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Once again, we would like to thank our four beautiful artists, and we want to remind you to please support them. Please follow them on social media and donate to their PayPal. And oh my God, very special thank you to our audience all over the world. And please send us any feedback. We want to keep improving and growing, and excited to continue this journey with you all. So our next show will be another round of Black Voices Amplified on Friday, September 25th. Tell your friends, tell your family, and join us. Thank you so much.
And before we end, you all saw Rohit Jayaraman. Thank you so much for your tech support, and thank you. And a special thanks also to Lydia Reynold, who helped us with the design, and to Yuki Kanesaka, our Yuki-san, who helped us produce our new song. And if there is any artist out there from the Black community that you that are watching, you think we should know, please send them our way. You can email us or just ping us on social media.
Yeah. And we want to leave you with one parting thought. We were looking up some TED Talks, and we found a TED Talk by this gentleman called Jay Smooth. And I think he runs what is the most popular hip-hop radio station in New York. And he said that working on matters like racism is not a one-time exercise. It's an everyday exercise, much like how we brush our teeth, right? We don't brush our teeth just once in our life and say, okay, ta-da, I did it. I brushed my teeth and now they're clean forever. Because each day we choose stuff, right? We might drink coffee, we eat ice cream, we get stuff wedged between our teeth. And we're living, evolving beings. And so we brush our teeth at least once a day. Dentists say twice a day with flossing, hint. And it's the same work that is needed to end racism. So let's keep at it. Let's keep brushing our teeth. Let's keep having dialogue. Let's keep educating ourselves. Let's keep also giving ourselves permission to make mistakes, because we will make mistakes. And then let's keep moving forward. So We will be sharing resources with you. We would love, even for Robert, Jason, B, Wambura, send us other resources that you know that we should be watching as a community, as a global family. There's people here today from India who've been awake since 3:30 a.m., from Japan since 7 a.m., from Italy from midnight. And I mean, Wambura, it's what, 2 a.m. right now where you are?
Now it's 2.
Now
Yeah.
it's 2.
Oh my
So
goodness.
people want
yeah,
to know, right? So let's just learn together. And thank you. Shall we give also a round of applause to our audience? Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Ciao. Ro, go for it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Love. Yay.
Freedom.